In the last few months, you've probably seen images like this. ICE agents wearing masks, carrying out dawn raids, and arresting thousands of people across the country. These aren't just your typical immigration enforcement actions. They're part of a massive escalation under the Trump administration's latest crackdown, pushing ICE to arrest at least 3,000 people a day. That's a huge jump from previous years. And critics say ICE has turned into a masked force that doesn't follow the Constitution or the basic rules of law enforcement. Look what happened to Marcelo Gomez da Silva. He was on his way to volleyball practice when ICE swooped in. No criminal record, no warning, just gone. So what does the Constitution have to say about this? It's actually crystal clear. The 5th and 14th Amendments guarantee due process for everyone, citizens and non-citizens alike. That means you can't be detained or deported without a fair hearing. And if you don't like that, that's fine. But you need to change the Constitution if you want to change that. But before you go ahead and change the Constitution, you might want to keep in mind that even the Founding Fathers, guys like Alexander Hamilton, warned against government power without oversight. Hamilton called the judiciary the safeguard of our rights. But right now, ICE is ignoring those founding principles. They're arresting people at courthouses where people are trying to resolve their legal cases. They're using the Alien Enemies Act. Yes, a law from 1798 that we've talked about right here before. And it's meant for wartime. And it's being used to deport Venezuelans without proper hearings. And these agents are wearing masks during the raids, citing officer safety. But critics argue it's about hiding accountability, because how can you hold someone accountable if you can't even see their face? The founders believed that no one is above the law, not even those enforcing it. That's why they included habeas corpus, the right to challenge your detention, right there in the Constitution. And that's why they gave us a system of checks and balances. Today, ICE's aggressive tactics are testing those constitutional protections. They're arresting kids or leaving them on the street alone after arresting their parents. They're using intimidation at schools and restaurants and cutting off access to lawyers. All while claiming it's just enforcing the law. So here's the real question. Do these tactics fit what the Founding Fathers imagined when they wrote the Constitution? Or are we seeing a force that's ignoring the very bedrock of our rights? And again, if you say it's very different today from what the founders could have imagined, you need to change the Constitution. You can't just ignore it, you can't just sidestep it, you can't just push it to the brink until somebody pushes back. Just change the Constitution if you think it needs changing. All right. If you want me to dig deeper, like how these raids are being funded or who's actually being targeted, drop a comment below, and we can always keep the conversation going.